a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Dogs will kick this deep to start us off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Texas Longhorns offense comes on the field first today. And there's the star running back jogging out of the field. He is trying to add to his huge highlight reel, Kirk.
Chris, honestly, I don't think we've seen too many running backs who can duplicate what this guy can do on the field. He's got everything. Vision, speed, power. He can diagnose a defense in real time. I'm really excited to see this kid play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defense.
Going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will have to kick it away. On a punt now for the first time today. But he's got some space here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So Georgia's offense comes out for their first possession today. And here we go, Kirk. This matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. Two extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. Better get your popcorn ready.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He'll hand it off. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Sticking with the running game. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
1st and 10 play coming up. Using his legs, it's Robinson. Quick spin on the run. Nobody can bring him down. Juked one tackler and picks up 1st down yardage. The Dogs come to the line to set a fresh set of downs.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team, and you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend when the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this. Good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He stays alive. He's got it for a big gain. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's back. Quick throw over the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Running through the tackle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He'll hand it off. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Lovett. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Bulldogs looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Nurasek. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Second down and goal upcoming. They're going to run it here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a third and goal.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Sam Van Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
Yeah, let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
Oh, and it's blocked. Oh, and they picked it up.
Chris, at the risk of stating the obvious, in these conditions, the ball carriers have got to do a better job of securing the football, because if that ball gets away from you, chances are it's going to get on the ground and a turnover.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. We've completed the first quarter, and their run game has dominated. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. To the air. It's yours. I mean, just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. He hands it off from the gun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Ball handed off. Powers through. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And he knocks that one right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll give it to the running back. Spins away from defenders. Physical run earns the first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he...
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Touchdown, Texas, on the scoop and score. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score.
Well, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up and score myself.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Ineligible receiver, downfield, offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Dropping back. It's back. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
Game moves it to the 35. First down again. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Now it's 2nd down here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Along the sideline, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
And the Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Scanning the field. It's yours. Lets it go quickly. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Baxter. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. The sure hands. It's Lovett. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So we've reached the 2-minute warnings. This offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And he'll lost it to the end zone. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Second down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Beck. Tries the right with a quick throw, and he's got it. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. He cannot escape the defense with a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And the pass is incomplete. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. They'll run it here. A change of direction. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down. Can they pick up the 1st?
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. Going to have to go back to the drawing board.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Running with purpose. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Chris, you know how it goes in football. When it works out well for the offensive coordinator on 3rd and long on a run play, he's a genius. And if it didn't, of course, everybody on social media will be saying that he needs to be fired and it's too conservative of a call. You wonder what they'll do on that next 3rd down.
Scanning the field. It's yours. The pass rush closing in. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate.
The turn begins inside the 10. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. We get the second half started with their running play. He picks up 9, so just short of the first half, 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space. making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The Dogs' offense is on the move now. Quick throw, the catch is made. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Second down play coming up. Dropping back. It's Beck. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
He's swarmed by the defense. And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback still with the football. Touchdown, Georgia. And they go in front here in the second half.
Oh, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Grab behind the line. It's Baxter. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running past the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Getting close to midfield now. They'll bring him down to the 47.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Fires it to the wideout. As a fourth down stop, the offense will take over in plus territory. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw. It's back. Throws to the tight end. Here's a wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found. This drive's going to start with decent field position. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, last time they looked for it on fourth down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he drops back in the gun. There's contact on the throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Another great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
That's a great way to start this drive after taking over in really good field position, working with the lead. Chance here for a knockout punch.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch. The Dogs looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And that one is no good. The lead remains 10 after that miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. They'll feed the back again. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Longhorns keep the football on the move.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
The pocket breaking. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing.
Chris, he's getting in there so quickly, you might want to consider a chip block with either the tight end or a running back to slow him down. He's just too talented out there.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And now the defense able to bring him down. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. On third and short, they hand the ball off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw to the left side. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Goes out after a nice gain. A sign of life here by the offense. The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield. It's Manning. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So second down after the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go. These guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. Cover an onside kick. You never know.
Now the important point after attempt. efficiency is good. They still trail, though. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Under a minute to play here, the obvious tactic, just take a knee and see this game out. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. And the defense calling time here with 26 seconds to play. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he makes it. Wow, from 55 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. After extending the lead with the field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Baxter. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests them.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. So this makes it back-to-back losses for